Hey guys, welcome back to the Pineapple Podcast. This week we have a new guest.
We've got a real dude. Who are you?
I'm a real dude.
A real dude.
I'm a real dude. No, my name's Harold. Just popping into the Pineapple Podcast.
This is not his first time talking on a microphone.
No, it's not. First time sharing a microphone with two other dudes, though. Must say.
Hey,
It's a budget-friendly podcast.
I
we're
love it.
6 feet apart, so it's not gay.
I have my socks on. No homo. We're good to go.
Three dudes talk on a microphone 6 feet apart because they're not gay.
Yep.
Well, see, that's just a bit of the magic that he's brought into our lives this last 5 minutes.
You're welcome.
So you've done radio before?
I have. I was on a podcast for about 5 or 6 years that was Christian music based, and we would have crazy conversations like this podcast. So that was fun. And I also was in country radio for a while. I had a night show, and that was a lot different, but also fun.
Yeah.
But
What country is aired? You're telling me something about the UK?
oh yeah, our podcast was on a station in the UK called Breakout Radio for a while, and it was weird because I could never listen to it because it was like 3 a.m. our time when they played it. But no, that was a really cool part of our ministry for a while, because when you make a podcast, you never think about it being global, I guess, until something like that happens. So
We're just trying to get ours to Slayton, Texas right now.
We're trying to get ours made every week.
yes,
That's
that's
like the goal.
Made
That's
and
always-
uploaded.
always the hardest part is getting people together and making it, no matter where you are.
Yep.
So
It's like, oh, it snows. We're still going to get together to do
Hey,
podcast?
we haven't missed a week though.
That's
We
true.
missed like the second or third week, but we were out of town.
Yeah, I think we were all out of town, so we skipped that week.
So, yeah. So,
Anyway,
Yeah.
anyways, so any world breaking news?
we got snow.
In Texas.
Yeah,
So,
he's from Montana, right? Montana.
yeah, I'm from Montana, so
You guys get a lot of snow?
yeah, usually, but I had people messaging me saying, hey, you guys got more snow than we do right now,
Man.
which is kind of crazy to think about. It's fun to watch West Texans figure out what to do with the snow for a couple days.
My little brother would just yesterday. He was just running and would just kind of randomly jump in it. He was just so excited to have snow he could actually play in.
Yeah, this snow was like super good, like snowman making snow,
Oh,
snowball.
yeah.
It was really wet, so
Dude,
It was
that was
good.
the best. 'Cause
Yeah.
We just moved into a house that has like a lot of property around it. So me and some friends, we were just hung out outside and
Yeah.
made this huge, like, we started making a snowman, but then we got like the first part so big, it was as tall as I was. Like we just rolled up the snow just continuously. It took 4 of us just to push it, to keep rolling it.
so
It
you
was
didn't
huge.
you didn't get the second level.
We didn't get the second
I
level.
imagine
We just got
so.
1 level.
I saw a guy out yesterday with a 5-gallon bucket making an igloo out of like 5-gallon
Yeah.
bucket
Dude,
snow.
that
I was gonna
sounds
say,
lit.
one of my friends on Facebook, she made snow furniture. She made couches and chairs and everything, and it all supported like people and stuff. I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
We made a chair.
Nice.
That's when I was in elementary school. I always remember we would make giant snowballs that would be like 6 feet because we'd get like the whole playground pushing the snowball across the field,
Yeah.
and that's what we did for recess in elementary school in Montana.
There
We
you
called
go.
ours a cinnamon roll because we had layers of mud in it. So it just kind of looked like a cinnamon roll.
That's great.
That's great.
Another world breaking news: Beto Lost. So that's always something good.
Again,
Yeah.
Again,
he's mentioned
Yeah.
that every podcast since
okay.
that.
I was gonna be like, wasn't that a bit ago?
No one's
Yeah,
gonna
that was a
forget
while
it.
ago.
But
In other news, Trump's still president. Like, I don't know what.
Hasn't been impeached yet.
It's good.
nah, man. Trump's not gonna get impeached. But
Hopefully.
anyways, before we totally lose our minds over politics, we've got the Bible section up next. So,
Next, I think that's like first or second section.
well, yeah.
Second, technically, we don't really have world breaking news normally. It's just sit here like, hey, it's been another normal week.
Yeah,
So
Well, I usually make a Beto joke. So
I've gathered that in the past 30 seconds to a minute. I've gotten that. That's kind of how the previous shows I've been on have been as well. Sometimes our breaking news was going to Dairy Queen. So,
dude, I just noticed you have like X-Men sunglasses, like Scott.
yep, I am Cyclops. I am Scott. I have a friend back in Montana that still calls me Scott, and because of that, I'm not sure we're friends because I
Oh.
like my real name.
Oh. There you go. So, what's the Bible topic today?
How do we answer "How are you doing" when you're really not doing good?
So, yeah. I don't know. I guess this kind of came on light to me. It's been a kind of a rough personal week, and then you still keep up your regular routine and stuff, and then people around you just ask, "Hey, how you doing?" Because they don't know what's going on. So like, how do you answer that when you don't want to like drag them in, or they're just passing by? Like, you be honest with them. You just say good. You be transparent. Like, how do you handle that?
I feel like most people, it's just like a formality. So you like most of the time you can tell like the people that are like just did it just because they want to be friendly and they don't want to hear a lot. You can just say I'm doing good, but then the other people that you can tell actually care about you, I feel like you can kind of unload a little bit more about what's actually going on. So some of it might just take skill and practice to figure out who's actually asking for real and who's really just doing it for a formality's sake.
Who's OG and who's fake?
Yeah, because not everybody can handle everything you want to tell them at the moment.
Yeah.
I find myself saying, like, I'm blessed or blessed by the best. I say that one a lot.
Blessed by the best.
Because it's hashtagable.
Hashtag, yeah.
Hashtag blessed by the best. Because that kind of leaves it open to the person to be like, okay, but are you doing okay?
Yeah.
Or they can be like, cool, bye.
Yeah.
And so I kind of give something like that to see what people are fishing for a little deeper.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a really hard question. I know I've been in times of like sadness, depression, like anxiety, and not really knowing how to answer when people give you a question like that.
But I don't know. There's something that's been kind of gone around. It's not really a biblical question, I guess. I just kind of put it there. So
normally when people ask me, I normally say like tired, like school's been rough or something. Like I'm typically pretty transparent with everybody. But after that, they'll just be like, oh, cool, like, hope you're doing well, and then they'll just kind of keep going with whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
So.
Again, like you said, most of the time it's a formality. Even for the people asking it, they're just being friendly and doing what people do, I guess, which is kind of sad. Maybe the challenge in that is to make sure you're not just asking for no reason.
Yeah, because, that's a good point. So I guess whenever you ask how someone's doing, then either don't ask them if you don't actually want to know, right? That kind of if you don't actually want to know or talk to them about how they're actually doing,
or if you just don't have time to like hear a person's like entire struggles throughout the past week or month or whatever. I guess just don't ask. I mean, I know that sounds kind of wrong, like don't ask if you don't really want to know, but
and I think
we all got our own lives.
Yeah, there's other things you could say.
Yeah.
I'm not coming up with any right now, but
hey,
just
what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up? Hope you're doing well. And just leave it at that,
Yeah. What's hanging? Surf's up.
Surf's up.
Something Harold would say, how are you guys doing?
How are you guys doing? Yep, totally.
We're still trying to convert him to using y'all in his vocabulary.
I have a fun little story about that if you want to take a little
Let's do it.
diverge here.
Sure.
I went on a date on Tuesday, and
you tell me about this.
Yeah, and she's like, she graduated from college with a speech degree, and she's like a speech therapist, and she made comment very much of my like the way I speak and the way I use different words and how I can't say bag correctly. I say bag. So yeah, that was fun. It didn't offend me at all because in Oklahoma when I lived there, I got made fun of on the daily. So I'm used to it. I've got tough skin, but you Southerners are mean about your speech. Y'all are mean about your speech.
Hey,
y'all.
There you go. So is there a second date in the future?
I don't know. I'm presuming so, but I don't know.
Okay.
I hate to jinx that or something,
Don't jinx him.
So yeah, I'll probably send this to her, and now she'll know that I'm telling people that she noticed how I talk.
There you go. So, but I do have a question for you, Harold.
Okay.
What do you call cheese that's not yours?
Nacho cheese.
Hey, speaking of nachos,
Smooth transition.
we are famous for me in particularly for using cringy transitions. Yeah, especially last few weeks, I've been striving to make the transitions as uncomfortable as possible. So
Amen. I like it.
that one was actually one of the better ones.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Nachos.
sometimes all you can say is just Jesus.
Jesus.
Just say
Jesus. Isn't that a song? When you don't know what to say, just say Jesus.
That is a song, but I don't know how that has anything to do with nachos.
Nope.
'Cause-
Also, a lot of things are a song. So
That's true.
Basically, everything can be a song lyric.
yes.
It's true, man. That's true.
I don't think there's any nacho-based songs.
There could be.
I feel like VeggieTales should have done something.
Yeah, I feel like VeggieTales should have, but
They got cheeseburgers.
cheeseburger song only.
Cheeseburgers, rubber ducky, Barbara Manatee. I don't know.
Barbara Manatee.
Barbara Manatee's not a food. Just saying, not a food.
Not in the U.S. anyways.
Oh no.
All right, Zach, you have an answer. All right, we'll let you get this one first.
Nachos?
What are we gonna do first? Fast food, restaurant, home. What do you want to talk about first?
I'd say like the first place you think of when you just think of nachos. Like, where do you go?
Okay,
Like, you just specifically want to get some nachos.
where do you go?
Abuela's has some pretty good nachos.
I
From what I
almost
can
never go
remember.
there. I don't know.
Hmm.
Taco Bell because they're cheap.
Wow.
Taco Bell has very cheap nachos,
Wow.
but they are not good.
Their chips aren't.
Hmm.
Most of the time when I have nachos, it's at home.
Yeah, I was gonna say most of the time it's at home too, for me. You guys have a much greater selection of nacho places here in Texas than we do up in the great north of Montana. Let me tell
So
you
did
that.
you eat nachos in Montana?
Yeah, but usually at home again, because we had one Mexican restaurant in my whole town. It was a small town,
Yeah.
but one Mexican restaurant. It was bomb, but
Didn't always go there to get nachos.
didn't go there to get nachos on the daily.
Dude, you can get nachos like everywhere in Lubbock, honestly.
Yeah, like basically any Mexican restaurant will have nachos. Even
Trying to
like
think.
non-Mexican restaurants will have nachos.
You're right though.
I respect that.
I think one place that stands out to me is I hate this place, but people go there a lot, so I kind of had to find a dish that I liked there. So if you're ever at Fuzzy's and you don't like the food, get the nachos.
That's true. The nachos,
The nachos are
pretty good.
decent. They got like the cheddar queso.
Yeah.
That's
the
always
white
You don't like
there's-
you don't like Fuzzy's other stuff?
No.
Huh.
I'm not a big fan of Fuzzies either.
Wow.
I don't like their tortillas.
Okay, yeah, their tortillas are a little like thick or like
don't
they're
know,
just
man.
weird textured.
I don't know.
That's
There's
where
so
I'm going
many.
with
There's
it.
so many other places in Lubbock I'd go to get like a taco or burrito
Yeah.
that Fuzzy's never makes the list. But
So we did have a really good taco burrito place in Bozeman, Montana, where I lived for a while, and I don't remember what it's called, so you guys can't look it up. But they had crazy weird burritos.
can you not look up burrito restaurant in Bozeman?
I
Montana?
totally could. I totally could. So while I'm talking, I will do that. But I remember that they had crazy burritos. And I got a chicken Alfredo burrito once.
Dang.
That sounds pretty
That's like
good.
something United Express has.
And it was crazy. I don't know what to. It was called. I think it's La Perella. Yeah, I think that's it. La Perella in Bozeman, Montana.
Huh.
You can get a chicken Alfredo burrito. So I went off of nachos a little bit. I'm sure you can get nachos there too. But carb overload though on the chicken Alfredo burrito is what I have to say.
Hey, there you go.
Too much going on.
I love my life.
Please no more.
Trump soundboard.
Please no Trump soundboard.
Oh man.
That makes an appearance every week.
The funny thing is that I always download it during the podcast. Could delete it during the week.
Respectable though. I
Yeah,
appreciate
so-
that.
Nachos at home are always fun though, because you're not limited unless you run out by the amount of like cheese that you're gonna melt on it.
That's true.
That's like my favorite part, is like the melted cheese on it. So it's like no restrictions.
Yep. Normally, when I make
Yeah.
nachos at home, I toast my chips so that way they don't get soggy when I
Same.
put the cheese on.
So like
I don't know if that's something
you
you
put
do.
chips on the baking sheet and
Yeah.
sprinkle cheese on it and put it in the oven.
No, I bake the chips in the oven and then I put the melted cheese on them so that way they don't get soggy
No, dude,
really
you've been
fast.
doing nachos wrong.
What?
You get the chips on the cookie sheet, then you sprinkle shredded cheese on it, then you melt that in the
Shredded
oven.
cheese?
Yeah. Then
Oh,
you
I just
put
do
your
straight up queso.
No, then you add the queso on afterwards.
So you got different cheeses?
You
Oh.
got
This sounds too complicated
you've got
for nachos.
you've got the cheese baked in the chips, and then you put queso on the cheese chips.
So I have a question. Where is the line between nachos and chips and queso? Because when I'm at home, I'll do some queso with melted cheese and all the peppers or whatever I'll put in there and just dip chips.
I think honestly,
Okay, chips and queso is just chips and queso. Nachos is like
Right.
everything past that. Like
Okay.
this is
Like
just me. I
ground
put beans
beef.
and ground beef
Right.
on my nachos.
Yeah, beans, ground beef.
Occasionally
I put
some bacon.
tomatoes.
Heck yeah.
I like tomatoes and lettuce on my food. I do that.
So that's good.
I
I don't like fruits on
put-
my
Agreed. I
dinner,
don't like.
but
Hey, I have a question.
I normally
though.
don't do lettuce or tomatoes in my nachos. I know a lot of people like them, but
I'll do lettuce. I'm just not a tomato fan.
me
Any
neither.
of y'all do jalapenos though?
Oh, heck
Yes, of course. The jalapenos, you got your taco meat, the cheese, and I do refried beans. I love
Same,
refried beans on my
same.
nachos.
yeah. And
This guy's half Mexican, so he knows what he's talking about.
I feel like this is perfect, although you need to get some of the Taco Bell hot sauce you can buy at the store. It's actually phenomenal. Just get it on top just a little bit.
Or you just
Good
stuff them
salsa?
in your pocket while you're at Taco Bell.
You can also do that. Yeah, so you can just order hot sauce and walk out fast.
But yeah, okay. So have y'all ever had bad nachos from a place?
I feel like I want to say yes, but I just can't remember.
I have a very. That was a specific question because I have a specific answer.
Oh, why
Okay.
don't you answer your specific
Don't
question?
eat nachos at Dairy Queen.
Oh, man.
No, Dairy Queen, not Burger King. Don't eat Dairy Queen's nachos.
That doesn't sound good. Like
We
why
were on
would
a
you-
mission trip, and
What?
the Dairy Queen was in walking distance, and we wanted to go get ice cream. So we went and just a couple of us to get ice cream. But then once everyone got there, they're like, "Actually, I'm gonna get food." I was the only one that just got ice cream. They got Dairy Queen's nachos for whatever reason, and they were loaded on with lettuce, jalapenos, tomatoes, avocados, like the whole works.
That sounds like everything I don't want on my nachos.
They got
Lettuce,
food
tomatoes,
poisoning. They got food
Except
poisoning.
for jalapenos and avocado. Like that does
Oh.
not sound good.
So they were wiped
Yeah.
out the next night in the morning on the mission trip because they got food poisoning from eating Dairy Queen's nachos.
Well, what'd you expect, really?
Right? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I get you everything in Texas is Tex-Mex. You go to Olive Garden, I'm sure you can get a taco if you ask nicely. But
That's crazy.
don't
to
eat
me.
Dairy Queen's nachos.
This is kind of off topic, but I'm not a fan of Tex-Mex. Like,
That's Taco Bell.
no, it's not.
Taco Bell's like a different level.
It's different. Like
Of-
it's trying to be more Mexican. Like Tex-Mex is like you have black beans in your burrito. Like you just don't do that. It's like
Taco
I
Bell
I
just
do it. I
accepts
do it. Just don't call it Tex-Mex.
it's like
Okay.
Qdoba and Chipotle and stuff like that. I feel like that's more Tex-Mex.
Okay. I like
kinda
those
do like
places.
Qdoba, though.
I
Yeah.
don't like it.
I went to Qdoba
don't.
for the second time ever this last Monday, and I was like, pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's better than Chipotle.
It's
That's
cheaper,
just my personal opinion.
actually. I think
You
it's
get
cheaper.
frig guac and queso, so that's a thing.
You can get 3 tacos for $9. Where at Chipotle, it's like 1 for 6 or 7 or 8 or something. I don't remember.
No good.
No good.
No good.
So
I do just want to throw this in since we're on non-Mexican Tex-Mex
Do
food.
it.
We do have a restaurant up north called Taco John's, and it starts in
heard of
Kansas and goes up.
Yeah, I've heard
Taco
of that.
John's.
And it's like Taco Bell. So it's the same sort of idea. Like they're not really trying to be authentic, but
Sure.
it tastes better than Taco Bell. And they have great creations. They have potato olays, which are like seasoned potatoes.
I like potatoes.
It's okay. It's okay, but they're good.
I wouldn't survive.
They have like some weird Christmas taco with like Red Hots melted on it. I know this sounds ridiculous.
Dude, that's awesome.
But yeah, so that's
Honestly.
my recommendation.
Taco John's. Yeah, I've heard of that place.
Can
I
you
haven't
get a
been.
Doritos taco shell there?
You cannot. No.
Then it
Can
can't
you
be as
get
good.
a steak quesadilla with special sauce and spicy ranch that melts in your mouth?
Maybe, probably.
That's what I always get at Taco Bell. Steak
Okay.
quesadillas and a side
Steak
of spicy
quesadillas
ranch.
are
And
amazing.
a side of spicy ranch. I'm trying to figure out what that thing with the weird random. Oh, it's called the Apple Grande. The cinnamon apple grande.
Dang.
So it's like, I don't know, some fried tortilla with apple and cinnamon Red Hots. America.
Sounds extremely unhealthy.
You can get
Yes.
diabetes in your Mexican food.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
That's all I have to say about that.
We're gonna. How much time are we at?
Let me flip through like my 5,000 tabs. I'll get 20 minutes. We could probably.
You want to tackle half of this tech stuff or so?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Do
Let's
the first
tackle
two.
These first two. Surface headphones. Have you seen them?
I did. That's why I put them in, but I forgot what they were.
You don't remember the Surface headphones? The ones that are like
Are they new?
$300 competing with Sony's highest end and the Bose.
Yeah. How have you seen someone use them?
I haven't seen them like
Okay.
in person. I mean, I've seen them like in store at Best Buy, but I haven't tried them or anything. I've heard from like some tech YouTubers that they're basically on par with the Sony's new Mark IIIs and the Bose. I forgot what they're called, like the QB.
So do these only sync with your Surface devices?
No, you can use them with anything.
Okay,
That
good.
would be a total Apple move.
That would be an Apple
Not a
move.
Microsoft
With, like,
move.
the
Oh.
HomePod.
Yeah.
The HomePod rip.
Here's my thing on like audio gear.
Is it HomePod or is it Apple Pod? That sounds weird.
It's HomePod.
I think it's the HomePod.
Yeah.
What's the
It's like
Google
a fat
Home called?
egg.
The
Just
Google Home. Yeah.
Okay.
The Google Home.
Yeah. So with audio gear, I'm like, I want my audio gear to be made by somebody that just makes audio gear. I know it sounds
So
kind of like
not Beats.
not Beats. I never really did like Beats.
Same.
But like Sony has like a specific Sony audio like division. Like they make audio gear.
Fun fact about Sony
so, yeah.
headphones.
What?
Monday, I don't know if you heard this story. Monday night, we were doing a Christmas swap for our college party, and I picked up this. I stole it actually. Someone had these Sony.
You might want to mention stealing it as part of the game. You can actually
Stealing
steal
is
these
part of the
headphones
game?
from like a store.
Yes, good
It
clarification.
was like the Chinese Christmas thing, gift swap stuff, and I swiped. No, I was gonna keep them.
Snagged.
Snagged. There you go. These Bluetooth Sonys, and then Harold here stole them and locked them from me.
It's
Oh,
true.
man.
The
And
twist is he brought them,
I did. I bought them from the store and brought them to the gift exchange.
and he stole them from me.
But they're great. They're lightweight. Over the ear headphones. I've been using them at the gym. They're great. So.
Yeah, it's okay. I got Subway gift cards.
Might I ask how much were they?
They were like $50.
Okay.
They were more than we were
So
supposed
they
to
were
spend.
not in the $10 to $20.
No, they
range.
weren't. But I saw them and I was like,
YOLO.
somebody would love these. And then that somebody was me.
Nice.
I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person.
I rock some Sony headphones too as like my everyday uses. So I don't use them at the gym just because they're not super waterproof. I prefer
Zach,
to
you
use,
do
like,
know that your
earbuds.
gym is downstairs in your dad's clinic, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's blessed. Well, what are you trying to
I was
say?
gonna-
I don't use them while I'm working out is what I
I
said.
didn't know if you were like worried about them getting stolen or something. I'm like,
No, I get that. I was using wired like earbuds at working out, and
That's
that's,
what I
just
use.
problematic when you accidentally throw your
Oh,
phone
wired.
to the floor. Yeah,
Yeah.
wired.
no.
Yeah, so it
I
was
use
nice to have some
wireless.
wireless ones.
Yeah, but
I bought some cheap ones from Amazon, some wireless ones. They sound okay and they last for a while. That's all I need for while I'm working out.
I don't have
Yeah.
Bluetooth headphones. I have a pair of wired ones that I got like 3 or 4 Christmases ago. Audio Technica,
Technica,
that. So
another company that just makes audio
yeah,
stuff.
so yeah, they were really
Respect.
good. But
Actually, my favorite earbuds are like $9 on Amazon. They're the Panasonic $9 ones.
oh, I've heard. I think yeah.
yeah,
I've seen
they're
those.
they're great.
Haven't tried them.
And if you break them, you're not super sad because they
Are
were
they
$9.
wireless?
No, they're wired.
Okay.
But if you just need like a pair to throw in your pocket,
I use a wired pair every once in a while for my
See,
laptop.
I'm looking at your phone, but I don't see a headphone jack. So
No.
what do you do with those?
I got a dang dongle.
You use the dongle with your
Yeah.
phone?
So, I mean, I love wireless headphones. Another reason I love wireless headphones. Yeah, I have the Essential phone, and they just came out with a like hi-fi audio adapter that goes on the fancy little pins, but it's $150.
What?
And I was like, well, no.
Dang.
Can't
you
do
could
that.
get an iPhone 5 for that money.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
pretty
know
sure, like,
why I
the-
want one, but
What
Skeet
is it?
practice.
Like the LG V30, the one that still has the headphone jack,
Mhm.
that has the nice DAC in it, so
Yeah.
you can get your high-end audio out of it.
Since we dove off and are talking about earbuds and stuff, let's hit on the AirPods 2 and 3 versions.
The
Have y'all seen the
AirPods?
news for that?
I have not. I mean, I think I
When-
heard about them like briefly.
When
but I
did
don't know anything
AirPods
about 'em.
come out the first time? Like 2016.
Yeah, I think it's about 2 years ago.
So at the beginning of this year, then they're supposed to have the second the beginning of 2019, they're supposed to come out with their second version, which is just supposed to be like a edited, modified version.
What'd you do to make them better?
They just improved their I think Bluetooth 5.0.
Okay,
that makes sense. Yeah.
Bluetooth 5.0. You can
and then
longer ranges.
Yeah,
Battery
and then
life, I'm assuming more battery.
I don't know about the battery life, but yeah, it's supposed to go from 200 feet up to 800 feet, except the 800 feet is like without any interference. They're saying like if you're in an empty cornfield, you can get 800 feet, but if you're at the gym or something, it should still be at least 300 feet.
Yeah, I would be
if you like leave your phone in the locker or something.
I know Apple would not be the company to do this, but I would be very intrigued to see like a pro AirPods, like with in-ear monitor type styling or something like that. I don't know. I'm sure Apple would never do something like that.
Leave that to Samsung.
Yeah, Samsung would do something like that, but that would be really interesting.
I think one other thing besides just like improving the water resistance and stuff was you're supposed to be able to use Hey Siri without like touching the pods or anything.
Okay.
Because apparently you can't do that now. And then, but the other thing that would be real cool is being able to connect on multiple devices with them.
But if you have a Hey Siri always active, doesn't that mean the mic on your earbuds are like always listening?
Yep.
You're not wrong.
Welcome to 2018.
I'm just saying, like, it's one thing like your phone, like you have the option to turn it on and off. But if these are like just always on, would you still get them? Like your earbuds are always listening to you.
I wonder if they shut off, because the AirPods go into that little fancy case thing when you're not using them. I bet they shut off when they go into there. So that's a plus. But
That's
still, like if you just have your earpods in, and a lot of people do this, they just walk around with their earpods in public.
Yeah.
Because that's an attractive look.
Yeah. So that they can pick up a lot of conversations. They can maybe get like your social security number when you're at the bank.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Something crazy could
man.
happen.
Yeah,
That's
because I
true.
see a lot of people like in business suits and stuff. They literally just walk around with their AirPods in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be scary.
Yeah, but so out of this, though, the cool thing I kind of mentioned a second ago. The cool thing is though that I think I worded it wrong when I said it. If you can use they have something, I don't remember the terminology, but you're able to connect different sets of AirPods to one device. Is what I meant to say.
Oh, so you can have multiple.
So like if your friend has AirPods, then you have AirPods. Y'all can be like watching the same movie or whatever if you're on a plane or whatever. So that's kind of cool technology.
That's very cool.
That's kind of that was something I thought was a plus.
Yeah, we've had Bluetooth for a long time, and that's still not commonplace to
Yeah.
have multiple devices or like headphones attached to one device.
I mean, back in the OG days, then you had before Bluetooth was big, you had like what were those things called where you can connect like 6 pair of earbuds
Yeah,
in?
the headphone amps.
Yeah,
or whatever.
those. That was the closest thing we've had, really.
Well, if you were to do this with Bluetooth, wouldn't you have to like have another I forgot what it's called, transmitter, a Bluetooth transmitter
like
in your phone?
I don't know.
Because I feel like what they would do is they would just have it copy from one set of earbuds to another set instead of having to have another transmitter, because that's what you would probably have to have.
How many transmitters are there right now? Just one?
Yeah, just one, because people try to make the phones as slim as possible.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not. And the only reason I say that is because I've accidentally been connected to 2 things at once on my phone before. And it didn't work very well, but both of them were trying to spit out music.
It just doesn't work, right?
Yeah, it was choppy on both, but for some reason it connected to both, which was strange. So that's my little caveat.
With my
to
phone,
that.
it's just like they're both connected, but it only lets one of them play music at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have
maybe
to
that was
choose.
it. Yeah.
All right. So that's what's today? Monday. It's Monday, my dudes.
Monday.
Are we gonna talk about the new 5G real quick?
Sure.
Have you heard that this is like a problem in Canada?
It actually got. Well, I was gonna say in like Australia or something, it got blocked.
Did it? Yeah.
5G?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's
a
actually
problem.
starting to get blocked because. Oh, you go ahead.
No, keep going. You probably know more about it than me. I just saw some headlines.
Yeah, I was gonna talk from headlines too. That's
Okay.
why I said go ahead.
Well, all I saw was that Canada is really struggling with if they should even implement it and how to implement it, because it's essentially everything has to come down and go back, from
Okay.
what I understand. But I don't know.
What I was hearing was security issues with it in like Russia and stuff. Because which phone was it that's coming out with it? There was a Samsung phone was supposed to launch with it, and it was supposed to be added on, I think, to stuff later.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
But the
not-
problem I heard was about data control. Like, Harold's over here Googling his...
I am.
Well, the thing that was holding back 5G before was Qualcomm's processors. So
Yeah.
it's like, well, yeah, Qualcomm has a new processor that'll support 5G. Now we just need everybody else to be able to catch up with it. Like all of the service providers.
Yeah, that's always a problem. I know, like, I come from a small town, and so we have a local, like, ISP and cell phone provider, and they swapped to 4G a few years ago after everybody else kind of had.
Yeah.
And literally for them, it took climbing towers, removing 3G antennas, and replacing them with new 4G antennas. And so, essentially, it was really difficult because in order to do that, everybody has to either be 3G or 4G, and you can't get everybody to come in on one Monday and switch. And so there was a really awkward time where a lot of people's phones didn't work on either network very well. Service was really poor. And then basically they would buy out your 3G phone and give you a brand new one to go to 4G because they had reached the point where we're changing all the towers now. So again, I know it's just like a infrastructure issue too.
Yeah.
Every time.
Just a small time boy.
I feel like we're just getting the part.
Born
we
and
just
raised
have-
in Montana.
We just have the tech to be able to do it now. Like it hasn't really been implemented everywhere yet, so probably in like the bigger cities you might be able to use them. But I feel like in some of the smaller areas, like now that we live in Wolf Earth and stuff, it's probably not going to be worth it for us to upgrade to a 5G phone anytime soon.
Yeah.
This isn't probably going to be anything super soon.
I don't know. I mean, probably not. Like
They'll still
probably
have to launch
the
them.
earliest you're going to be able to get like a good 5G phone will be what, like next year, in the middle of next year.
Maybe.
My question to you guys is, how much would it really matter to you? Because 4G is so reliable at this point for me, and I don't even use data terribly often. I'm not sure it'd really be worth the upgrade until I was just like, time to get a new phone anyway.
I don't know. I do always have to have reliable data with my work
Yeah.
because, always doing stuff on my phone and stuff. Usually not always.
Anyway, we're back. Sorry, we had a little bit of a technical issue. Jeremy was explaining on how he always needs data.
So, yeah. Anyways, I always need data, but like Harold said, at this point, how more?
Make words make sense, Jeremy.
5G.
Can it get any more, does it need to be any more reliable than it is right now?
And I'm not sure reliability is necessarily the push as much as just speed.
Speed, yeah.
Yeah. And I know, I'm happy when I can watch Netflix and YouTube. That's
Yeah.
the fastest I need.
Yeah.
I feel blessed for that.
Hashtag blessed by the best.
Blessed by the best.
Yeah, I'm not streaming 4K video onto my phone right now. So
No.
I don't think it's a big deal.
On your phone that you can't fold in half.
No, that's not a thing yet.
I'm not sure
Hopefully
I want
soon.
that.
Right.
All right. I think we're out of time for this episode.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, no.
He has no idea what's coming.
Oh, no, I
Shrek,
don't.
Shrek! I'm a donkey, Shrek!